Yeah, I see it. We live.
Con.
All right. Shalom, shalom. We like to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad, the Hakim and the Akwat that's listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing, that the lesson is edifying. The brother Shawab Ahmawan and the brother Ahmawan, right? And we're going to pretty much go into rulership and royalty, all right? And Lord willing, that the lesson is edifying for the hopeful elect, all right? So we're going to start off with Deuteronomy 14:2, and it says, "For thou art a holy people unto the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah thy power, and the Lord Yahweh has chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself above all the nations that are upon the earth." All right. And I don't know if you could put up that word peculiar. If you can, I'll bring it up through here.
All
right.
I can pull it up right here. I'll share the screen so people can see it. Hold on one second.
Because that word peculiar goes into, being pretty much the Lord's prized possession, being his I believe it also says his valued treasure. That's what we are to the Lord. Even after all the times that we have forsaken the Lord and went against him, we still are, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah's valued property, man, his chosen people, and that's why he's having mercy upon us now and pretty much letting us be able to have this grace period, to water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah for giving us Yahweh Shah to be able to have this grace period, to come back onto him, because if we didn't have that grace period, we'd be all destroyed, but because the Lord has mercy and he's about his people, all right, he's left a remnant, all right, that he was going to be saving, going into that 1/3, and then you got the elect within the 1/3, which is the 144,000, which are going to be the ruling bodies of the kingdom, and that's what we strive for real, true rulership and royalty, man. And if you're not in that spirit of having true royalty, man, then you definitely not of the elect, right? Because you should want to be getting the hell up out of this place, man, because there's nothing left for us in this place at all, So,
and for some reason, it's not letting me pull it up on my screen, but I'll pull it up right here on the phone so you can see it. And Silak, you got the ghetto bird where I'm at. They're just flying around. Esau being Esau. This is that word peculiar in the Strongs. Silak it. And it's H5459. Pull it up right here so you can see it. And that word goes into wealth, as in wealthy, jewel.
Yep.
Peculiar, proper goods, special, peculiar treasure, peculiar, special, jewel, particular treasure, possession.
Yep.
Property. Valued property.
Exactly. So going into that, we're the Lord's possession. You know what I'm saying? We're the Lord's jewels. You know what I'm saying? And what do you do when you have something that's a jewel? You put it away and you make sure that it's well taken care of. That's why he has that remnant, that he put away that remnant to the side, that he was going to later rise up, against the enemy later, and being able to for us to be beamed up onto them chariots, man, and have salvation. This time salvation ain't for everybody, okay? Not like in the time of Egypt where you had all of Israel being saved, but this time it's just going to be that remnant, that 1/3 that's going to be saved and make it to the kingdom, all right? And you want to make sure that you part of that number, Go ahead.
Want me to keep on going with the definitions, bro?
Nah, that was pretty much the point. If you want to bring out a different precept.
Yeah, this is Haggai 2:9. And it reads, "The glory of this latter house shall be greater than of the former." The house of David 2.0, "The glory of this latter house shall be greater than of the former, said the Lord of hosts, the Lord of war, the Lord of armies. And in this place will I give peace, said the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai of hosts." And because the earth is under the rulership of Esau, Edom, there is no peace. That's why you have, nations at war, oil prices through the roof. This man is looking to, wage war upon, your food with GMOs. Also, he's looking to, starve people out, and that's also the remnant, can, can be able to get that victory, because you have to go through that straight gate, man, and a part of going through the straight gate is you're going to have to go through troublesome times, man.
Right. I got a quick precept to back you up on me. This
Go ahead,
is
bro.
Revelation 6:4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. All right. And we understand that that's going back to Esau, Edom, man. All right. Because Edom, Esau was born red. All right. So that representation of that red horse is representing him. And he's the one that has brought, has taken the peace away from this earth. That's why it tells you in the scriptures, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And we're in that time where all we do is mourn, because even the trees out here mourning, man. Even the whole earth is mourning, because it's under a rulership of wickedness. All right. And while the wicked is ruling, all right, everything is pretty much turned upside down. Everything is ass backwards. All right. The earth itself is mourning, because you're supposed to give the earth a year of Sabbath after every 7 years. And these people continually keep drilling in the earth, never giving the earth Sabbath, constantly cutting trees down, constantly bringing out chemtrails and destroying the air that we constantly have, the little bit of air that we have, because these damn devils are constantly cutting trees, man. And how do you get your oxygen? Through your trees, man. So
I got that for you, bro. This is Isaiah 24:4, and it reads, "The earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languisheth and fadeth away, the haughty people of the earth do languish."
That's right.
The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
That's right. You see? So everything is all ass backwards in here. Everything is all messed up and flipped upside down. And that's why the earth is mourning, like it said. And that's pretty much why the earth has got to fade away. The earth has to be resetted. And how's it going to be resetted? Through nuclear missiles, you see? Because the greatest cleansing agent is what? Is actual fire, man. So this earth is pretty much, with America being that great altar, all right, it has to be burnt, you see, for it to be resetted with the elements, just like it was in the beginning. What happened in the beginning in Genesis, before everything was established, the earth was what? Void and darkness. And basically what you had was just elements all over the earth scattered, until the Lord basically put them in order to do, what they were supposed to do after their ordinances. So basically we got to go back to that same type of mode where, everything is resetted, and the actual elements themselves is going to be resetted, just like it tells you in what's that, 2 Peter's 3 and I think it's like 10 around. That's actually a little bit more down, and it talks about how the elements were going to be burnt up, because they're going to need to be resetted. Let me bring out this precept real quick. This is Isaiah 14:7. It says, "The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fellow is come up against us." You see, because once this damn devil is taken out the way, all right, the whole earth is going to be able to rejoice. The whole earth is going to be at rest once again. Trees are going to be growing with vibrant colors. The trees are going to grow, enormously tall, without being cut down. You know what I'm saying? Your air is going to be back to beautiful air to breathe, and that's where you should want to be at, man. If you are comfortable in this place, all right, what did it tell you in Micah 2:10? Arise and depart ye, for this is not your rest. It will even destroy you with a sword of destruction. If you love being here, man, there's something wrong with you, man. Because I know every time I wake up out of here and I gotta walk out my damn door, that shit's just killing me. Go out there and breathe air. you know, because we're not really breathing real air out here, man. So go ahead.
I got a preset real quick. I figured I had to share the screen on this StreamYard app. Slack it and pull it up right here so you can see the screen. Screen share. Boom. So I'll pull it up right here so you can see it. So this is Isaiah 65 and 16, and it reads that he who blesseth himself in the earth shall bless himself in the power of truth, and he that sweareth in the earth shall swear by the power of truth. Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, because the former troubles are forgotten, and because they are hid from mine eyes. You know, in the kingdom, there's not going to be, GMOs. You know, you're not going to have to worry about your children being defiled by Esau, Edom, pedophiles, idolatry, witchcraft, abominable foods, everything that leads to death, which is what this man pushes in this kingdom. Isaiah 65 and 17, and it reads, this is the point right here. For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered, nor come to mind. Because, the earth is going to be replenished, like the brother was talking about, Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Con. Just want to make sure. This is Isaiah 65 and 18. And it reads, but be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem, Yerushalayim, a rejoicing, and her people a joy. Because in this kingdom, you can't enjoy anything, man, because everything's defiled. Let's get it real quick. Sirach 25, 7, real quick. Except just came to mind. This is Sirach 25 and 7, and it reads, there be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that hath joy of his children, and he, this is the point right here, that liveth to see the fall of his enemy, because part of our glory as far as getting dominion is dominion, of course, sovereignty, having the heathen in subjection, being in rulership, thrones, scepters, the earth being replenished, and seeing the fall of our enemy, man. Getting to have our little fun, as far as washing our feet in the blood of the wicked, if we're of that number, man. Living to see this man's kingdom burn, man. Watching people's eyes roll out of their sockets and burn away who are scoffing and mocking, teaching false doctrine. That's part of our glory, man. And the mercy of Yahweh Bashem Yahshai is that those people will come back in the kingdom in their right mind, man. Isaiah 65 and 19, real quick. I will rejoice in Jerusalem and joy in my people, and the weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying. The scriptures say in the book of Revelation that Yahweh Bashem Yahshai will remove all tears. Let's get there real quick. Revelation. Might be 20.
I got a quick precept while you getting that real quick, brother.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
This is Lamentations 4 and 22. It says, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away in captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. So Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is going into, us going into all these different captivities, all right, which we went through so many of them, but in all reality, a complete number of 7 captivities, all right. We are pretty much have completed our torture, basically, man. Everything that we had to go through for us forsaking of the Lord. And we're no longer going to be under this damn devil's rulership, man. The earth is going to be under the rulership of Yahushua, you see, going all the way down, down to King David, going down to the apostles, all right, and then going to the 12,000 from each tribe, the 144,000, the ruling body. So we're no longer going to have to worry about being in captivity and being in pretty much a shithole, under the rulership of this damn devil, and that's a beautiful thing. Well, go ahead, you can bring that out.
I'll get a Revelation, the 21st chapter. And if you go into this word new, it means kainos, which means refreshed and replenished. I'm going to read this real quick. I'll put this on the screen so brothers can see. Hey, Shalom, Shapal, and all the Akim tuning in. The brother Azariah out there in Orlando, so on and so forth. This is Revelation 21 and 3. I'm going to get the blue letter opened up so you can see this. 21. I just pulled up on the blue letter. Got a little time today. Take some of these windows down. So this is Revelation 21 and 1. And it reads, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth. And that word new is kainos, which means to, refresh, replenish. New, a new kind. Back to the precept. This is Revelation 21 and 1, and it reads, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea, because the earth is going to be replenished and be back in its natural order. But it has to be cleansed with the cleansing agent. That first cleansing agent that hit the earth, as far as in the old world, was water. This one's going to be fire, Right. This is Revelation 21 and 2. And that fire is going to hit Babylon the Great and several other places that are on the earth that need replenishing, like the holy city, Jerusalem, Revelation 21 and 2. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshai out of heaven, the elect coming out of the chariots, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshai is with men. Because this truth and the distribution of this truth starts with the men, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and the men on down who have the correct understanding and who can receive the message and sing that song, the new song, the song of victory. And he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshai himself shall be with them and be their power. This is the point. And Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshai shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, matching up with Isaiah 65 and 19. And I will rejoice in Jerusalem and joy in my people, who's the Heavenly Father's people, those who made a covenant with him, by sacrifice. And the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying. Revelation 21 and 4. And Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshai shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. No more sorrowness, no having to, see a child born who's an Israelite that has cancer, immortality, man, you're going to be immortal, man, Revelation 21 and 4, and Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshai shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. And that was said in the book of Isaiah, the 65th chapter.
That's right. I got a precept, brother.
Share it down. Go ahead, bro. Bring it out.
This is Revelations 22 and 1. And it said, and he showed me a pure river of water of life, clear as crystal, proceeding out of the throne of Yahweh and of the Lamb. And in the midst of the street of it, on either side of the river, was there the tree of life, which bare 12 manner of fruits, and yielded her fruit every month. And the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations. And there shall be no more curse, but the throne of Yahweh and of the Lamb shall be in it, and his servants shall serve him, and they shall see his face, and his name shall be in their foreheads. And there shall be no night there, and they need no candle, neither light of the sun, For the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua giveth them the light, and they shall reign forever and ever. Right? And that's going into when what? When Yahushua has righteousness established on the earth, man. You know, and that's what you should be striving for you to have righteousness established on the earth. All right. You had the Lord, all right. Yahushua said what? All right, I make all things new, he said. Let's grab that real quick. This is Revelations 21:5, and it says, and he that sat upon the throne said, behold, I make all things new, and he said unto me, write, for these words are true and faithful. So if the Lord told you that this is what we were going to have, this is what he promised, man. He's not one to what? All right. He's not one to lie. He's not going to go back against his word. All right. He's going to make sure that that's what we're going to get established on this earth, man. And that's having true rulership, man. Having true righteousness set upon the earth. All right. In order for us to enjoy this place, man. Enjoy our families. All right. Enjoy a kingdom that's going to last forever. You know, this is not going to be a temporary thing, man. This is going to be forever and ever. This is why we went through all these different captivities, man. We got our ass kicked all these different captivities just so at the end of the day, we can enjoy the reward that's being given onto us. And this is why you have to have this knowledge and wisdom, right? Because it tells you that in, let me grab that real quick. Wisdom of Solomon is 7, all right? It says 7:27. I'll start from 26. It says, for she is the brightness of the everlasting light. And that's talking about this wisdom. It says the unspotted mirror of the power of Yahweh and the image of his goodness. And being but one, she can do all things and remaineth in herself. She make all things new. And in all ages enter into holy souls. She maketh them friends of Yahweh and prophets. You know? And that's why you want this actual wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Because you having this wisdom is going to lead you to salvation. And you being able to have that new world that's going to be established, man. And being part of that. You don't want to be part of that second death, you know, coming in later. You want to enjoy being able to be beamed up into them chariots and be the first fruits to enjoy, you know, the kingdom right from the beginning, man. And like the brother brought out earlier, seeing the destruction of this damn devil. You see? That's the beauty of it.
And if I may, bro, that precept that you brought up backs up reincarnations. It says, in all ages entering into holy souls. And this is, we believe through the Spirit, this is the last generation where that wisdom is going to enter to, because it says that the elect and the remnant shall not taste death. You know, those who aren't meant to be martyrs. You know what I'm saying? And Lord's will, we're of that number. And Lord's will, we're not the men who have to die for this truth, but we're willing to lay our life down for it. You know.
That's right.
But to back up the scripture you brought out, and I'll bring out these brothers' precepts as well, because you mentioned that that pure river of water. You know, this is Psalms 12:6. The words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua are pure words as silver tried in the furnace of earth, purified 7 times. And what's 7? 7 is the number of completion. You know, and this doctrine is going to lead to you getting that immortality. You know, this is Isaiah 66:22, and I have a precept right here pulled up that matches with this. I'll get this brother's precept first, the brother Azariah. Isaiah 66:22, for as the new heavens and the new earth, which I will make, shall remain before me, saith Ahmawan Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, so shall your seed and your name remain. You know, going into, we believe through the Spirit, this is the last generation where this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is going to enter into those holy souls. You know, we don't believe, just speaking candidly, that there's going to be another 10, 15, 20 years left, you know, 100, 150 years left. And if you're thinking like that, you may need to re-examine your thought pattern, man, because the prophecies are popping off like popcorn. The prophecies are jumping out the gym like Jordan in 1988, baby, you know, and rightfully so, because, man, you know, we're hastening to get out of here, man, you know. We want to get rulership tomorrow. We want to slap cuffs on the elite and smack them upside the head 49 times and tell them to go out there and pick some cotton tomorrow morning, you know, but things have to come to pass. We have to see those chipper stations. Jacob's trouble has to come to pass. You're going to have to see, you know, people starving, you know, a lot of death, you know, the red button has to be pushed by Magog and Gog, you know. You're going to have to see more people bug out and fall out, man, you know. More scoffers and mockers, you know, mocking the men who taught them, man, which is a different subject. But hey, Spirit's having me touch on it right now. This is 2 Peter 3:13. Nevertheless, according to his promise, nevertheless, second. Oh yeah, you had that, bro. That's like
I was about to tell you. Start from 11. Start from 11.
Con. You could literally get this whole thing almost. Now my phone wants to put demons on it. Okay. I'm gonna start with 9, bro.
Yeah. All right. That's cool.
2 Peter 3:9. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise. And what's his promise? To give everlasting life to the remnant and to destroy Babylon the Great, and to give Esau, Edom a play-by-play of everything that happens until then, man. 2 Peter 3:9. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long-suffering to usward, and long-suffering to endure the vessels of wrath fit for destruction, man. Because you have to see wickedness in its perfection, before the destruction comes. These people are normalizing trannies and shit, man. You can't say anything about it. It's hate speech, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance, all the elect, all the remnant. Because the scriptures say none of the wicked shall understand. And that is doublefold, the wicked of our nation and the actual wicked in the heathen nations. 2 Peter 3:10, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night for those who aren't looking, those who aren't watching, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. And that should pump fear,
Right.
If you're in the right spirit, that should pump fear, man, because you see Esau, Edom out there, Magog and Gog, they're out there parading the military, bombs around like it's nothing. You have Moab with the bomb called the MOAB, the mother of all bombs. And that's Yahweh Shem Yahshai through the spirit telling you that this is Moab. They have Magog and Gog has a missile called the Satan 2. Telling you that this man is the devil, man. 2 Peter 3:11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved. Go ahead, bro.
Now I was gonna say, and that goes back to what I was saying earlier. In order for everything to reset and have them elements reset, it has to be burnt with that nuclear fire. That's the cleansing agent that we need, to reset the elements. But go ahead, my bad.
Real quick, just to bang a point home, Deuteronomy 4:24. And it reads, for the Lord Yahweh, thy power is a consuming fire, even the jealous power. The Lord's a consuming fire, man, and his spirit's going to be in the missiles, man, which has to come before you get crowned. Adon Rathazal, you're of that number. That's what we're praying and hoping to be a part of. That's what we're doing this work for, in truth, in a humble spirit, and in sincerity. 2 Peter 3:11, saying that all these things shall be dissolved. What manner of persons ought ye to be in all conversation and godliness? 2 Peter 3:12, looking for and hasting unto the coming unto the day Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai, wherein the heavens shall be on fire.
That's right.
And wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
And when you go into that word hasten, that's going into what? Being, to hurry. We asking for the Lord to hurry up and get here. So anybody that's thinking that we got 3, 4, 5 years on this earth, man, you in that bugged out spirit, because you should want this place to go tomorrow. You should want this place to go right now as we speaking and bringing out this word right now. And a lot of people, that's why I said, going back up to the top, it says, but the Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness. You see, that's you already going into that spirit thinking that we got 2, 3, 4 years on this place, man. The Lord is not slack concerning. There's an appointed time for everything to happen, and the time is showing that we in that time right now. So you should be hastening on to the coming of the day of the Lord, man. You had Apostle Tahar that coined that year, last year, the hastening on the coming of our Lord. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically still in effect. You should still be in that spirit of wanting to get up out of here ASAP, man.
To back you up on that point, let me get Zephaniah 1:14, just one verse.
Beautiful.
Zephaniah 1:14, the great day of the Lord is near, it is near, and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai, the mighty men shall cry there bitterly. You know, like Horace Grant said in The Last Dance, like some straight up bitches. 2 Peter 3:13, and it reads, "Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, looking for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness," man. Wherein dwelleth righteousness. You know, that's what we're waiting for, man. Hastening greatly, you know, because this place is vexing, man. You know, if you're in the right spirit, you know, this place should vex the crap out of you every day, man. Micah 2:10, real quick. "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction." Let me look up polluted real quick. I'm curious. You want to get Isaiah real quick, bro? 65 and get a 21
Got you.
and 22.
This is Isaiah 65 and 21, and it says, "And they shall build houses and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them. They shall not build and another inhabit. They shall not plant and another eat. For as the days of a tree are the days of my people, and mine elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands. They shall
Which
not
is
live."
opposite of the curses, you know?
That's right.
Which is opposite of the curses, man, because it says in the curses that we shall build and another shall inhabit. You shall plant a vineyard and another shall, you know, enjoy the fruit thereof. Roughly paraphrasing. If you want to keep on going in that, bro, you keep on going.
Because at the end of the day, let me bring that out since you said that. That's the opposite of the curses, because what's going to happen is eventually these curses are going to go on to these heathens. It's no longer going to be with us, which it tells you that in Deuteronomy 30:7. And it says, "And the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee." You see? So everything is going to be reversed, you know, like the brother was just bringing out. That's the opposite of us being cursed and now being what? You know, we're being blessed, you know, like we were supposed to. Just like it told you in Deuteronomy the 28th chapter that if you followed all these things, you were going to be what? You were going to be blessed with these things. You know, but we ended up forsaking the Lord, so we had to go through the curses. All right, but let me finish that up. 65, Isaiah 65, and what was I at? 23, and it says, "They shall not labor in vain, nor bring forth for trouble, for they are the seed of the blessed of the Lord Yahweh, and their offspring with them. And it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer, and while they are yet speaking, I will hear. The wolf and the lamb shall feed together, and the lion shall eat straw like the bullock, and dust shall be the serpent's meat. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, saith the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua." You know, going into how everything's going to be right. You know, we ain't going to have to worry about, you know, us getting attacked by animals or anything like that. You know, we're going to be able to, you know, play around these animals in the kingdom and all that. All right. You're going to have these animals that are going to dwell together. You know, you ain't going to see like when you see animals now, man, they just going after each other, doing all types of crazy ass shit, you know, because everything is all defiled in his land. All right. Go ahead.
You want to go into Deuteronomy real quick since you're bringing up animals?
Yeah, dude. What was that at? Deuteronomy. What was that one?
Thing is going back to the natural order as far as, you know, us having dominion.
Yeah. Well, now that you said that, let me bring this out real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Genesis 1:27.
Yep.
All right. Because this is how it was in the beginning. I'll start at 26, and it says, "In Yahweh."
Yeah, I was gonna say sorry, 26, bro.
Yep. And Yahweh said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth." So Yahweh created man in his own image. In the image of Yahweh created he him, male and female created he them. And Yahweh blessed that. Well, Salaki, I keep saying Yahweh, it's the Elohim at this moment. All right. And it says, and Elohim said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it and have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the fowl of the air and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. You see, and that's showing that we had dominion over the animals and all that at one point. But because we went off, all right, this is why now you have no dominion over it. We don't even have dominion over your dog, basically. You know, you out here trying to tell your dog what to do and they don't even want to listen to you. You know, see, back in the day, we had dominion over everything. How you think Noah was able to get the animals on the ark? Because he had dominion over them animals, you know, but we lost that, you know, so we're going to go back into us having that rulership over the animals, where the animals fear us when they see us. You see, the animals, they see you now, they're ready to tear a hole in you, you know, they ain't fearing you, you know, so everything's going to go back to the way it used to be in the beginning. All right. What did you want?
I got a quick precept.
Yeah, you want to you're right. And
let me get Genesis. Slack it. I'll get Wisdom of Solomon 9:1, and it reads, "O Yahweh Shem Yahshai, power of my fathers, and Lord of mercy, who has made all things with thy word, and ordained man through thy wisdom, that he should have dominion over the creatures which thou hast made." Going back to Genesis, you know, and Noah after the flood, you know, that's the type of dominion that was given into his sons, you know, which was later passed down to his sons. You know, let me get it real quick. I
wanted to bring out too, since I brought out that in 26, how it said,
I got that for you in Genesis 9.
Okay,
Genesis 9:1, real quick. And Yahweh Shem Yahshai blessed Noah and his sons and said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth. And the fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every fowl of the air, upon all that moveth upon the earth, and upon all the fishes of the sea. In your hand are they delivered. You know, and that same type of dominion is going back, you know, into the elect. You know, you're not going to have to worry about, you know, having, you know, your children be hurt while they're playing with the cockatrice. You know, your children are going to be able to swim out there in the elements and not have to worry about, you know, sharks, you know, killer whales, you know, dangerous fishes, stingrays, you know, jellyfish, you know, so on and so forth. You know, they can play with the line. You know, try to do that now. You'll be the next video that gets made in the morning, man. You know.
That's right. Let me bring this out since I have brought it out, because when we was reading 1:26 in Genesis, it was saying that they had made man in their own image. All right, because this is Wisdom of Solomon 2:23. For Yahweh created man to be immortal and made him to be an image of his own eternity. You know, and we were created, you know, because we were that chosen people, that peculiar treasure, like we brought out in the beginning. You know, the Lord's valued property. All right, we were created to what? You know, to be immortal. You know, that's what you really want to strive for, man. You know, why do you want to be able to continue to keep dying and being sick and your body's being weary? You know, you want to have the change of the bodies, man. You know, having the body of Yahushua, like it tells you, what was that, Philippians? You know, we're going to have our glorious bodies change into, you know, to the way Yahushua had his body, man. Matter of fact, let me just bring it out real quick.
Yeah, you get that. Yeah, because I had a few of those lined up. I was going to get those later. I was going to go into that last.
Salakia.
We can go into it now, actually.
Yeah, I brought it up in the spirit.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm going to get Romans 9:23 real quick. I'm going to get Romans 8 real quick.
Go ahead.
Romans 8:19, and it reads, "For the creature, for the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of Yahweh Shem Yahshai," you know, the sons of God, which are coming back through this word. You know, it all starts with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. The scriptures say in Proverbs, wisdom has built her house and hewed out her pillars, roughly paraphrasing. And that's how the house of David is being built, you know, through this wisdom. Real quick, we'll get back to that. Don't want to switch gears, but Psalms 147:2, and it reads, "Jerusalem real quick. Got to get a precept real quick, just real quick.
Got
to strike while the iron hot, like the apostles say. Psalms 147:2, the Lord doth build up Jerusalem. He gathered together the outcasts of Israel. Through what? Through the word. Isaiah 34:16, Baruch 4:36 and 37, Baruch 5:5, But back to the point, Romans 9:23, I'll get 22. What if Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction, the heathen nations, and also the 2/3 of our people who walk around being just like the ancient Romans, being just like the modern Romans, That's why when Yahweh Shai was talking to those Israelites in John the 8th chapter, he said, "You are of your father the devil." He wasn't talking to heathens. He was talking to Israelites who were acting just like the Romans, man. Romans 9:23, Israelites who have the spirit, who have the spirit of Cain on them, man. Romans 9:23, and that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which he had prepared on which he had afore prepared unto glory, predestination. Now let's go into this word glory real quick. Let me pull up the screen share so you can see what I'm looking at and what's being brought out. I'll get that precept a little later on. I'm going to read this real quick one more time, one more again. Romans 9:23. And that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, the elect, which he had afore prepared unto glory, predestination. Now, if you go into this word glory, let's let Esau say it in the Greek. Come on, let him say it.
Strong's G 1391, doxa.
Let's get right to the point. And it reads, the kingly majesty which belongs to him as supreme ruler, majesty in the sense of absolute perfection of the deity, which we're looking to get. You want to get that Philippians, bro?
Yeah, I got you right now. This is Philippians 3:20. It says, "For our conversation is in heaven, from whence also we look for the Savior, the Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, who shall change our vile bodies, that it may be fashioned like unto his glorious body, according to the working whereby he is able even to subdue all things unto himself."
Yep. The scriptures say we're going to be just like him. Let me get that real quick. I had that in the bag. This is 1 John 3:1.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit right there.
You had that?
That's the precept I had on deck right now.
Yeah, man. It's all good, brother.
Yeah, it's all good. Great. It's beautiful.
1 John 3:1. Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us. That's possessive right there. Upon us. Because this knowledge is only given unto the remnant, man. The hopeful elect. We dare call ourselves the elect, but we put on as the elect, hoping to be of that number. Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. Therefore the world knoweth us not, because it knew him not. And that's why you get all that flack when you're at a camp and you do the live streams. You get somebody in the comment board saying, what type of teaching is this? Scoffing and mocking and whatnot, man. Because we're not of the world, of this age, of this eon. This is not 1 John 3:2, and it reads, beloved, going to the house. Go ahead, bro.
No, I was saying not only that, wisdom too high for a fool. So when we coming out with true knowledge and wisdom, these people don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? See, to the holy is plain and simple, but unto the wicked is what? Stumbling blocks.
The natural man receiveth not the things of the spirit, for they are spiritually discerned.
That's right.
This is 1 John 3:2. Now we are sons of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, and it doth not yet appear what we shall be, but we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is. And we're going to be able to see, Lord's will, we're of that number, how he looked when the Romans jacked him up, man. And that may be that actual, that fuel that's put in brothers' backpacks, to have them get busy, when they get out of them chariots, man.
Right.
This is 1 John 3:3. And every man that had this hope in him purifieth himself, even as he is pure. Because that hope, is going to keep you pumped up and keep you on fire, so you're not on fire. Yahweh Shem Yahshai is so cold, he's going to have you on fire for him, whether you like it or not.
That's right.
In the form of, you're going to be on fire one way or another. Pick your poison or pick your prize, in the form of, you're going to be on fire, man, one way or another,
Hey, Bubba Shaw, bring out that precept that the brother Shapal got down there, Romans 8:20 and 21. Beautiful.
Let me see. You talking about 2nd Ezra?
Nah, the one that Shapal got up on the comment board, Romans 8:20.
Okay, come.
8:21.
Go ahead, you can bring it out, bro.
It says Romans 8:20, for the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who has subjected the same in hope. It says, because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Going back into what we was just speaking, how we're going to be changed, man, into these glorious bodies of Yahushai, man, because we were made to go off in these everlasting chains of darkness, which is these bodies. We were subject onto vanity. But, we're not going to be like that anymore, because we're going to have the law, statutes, and commandments in our inward parts. And where there is no, where there's no sin when you're not, when you're doing what's righteously through the spirit, and us having it in our inward parts, we're not going to be able to sin. We're not even going to be able to think folly. So there's no death. That's why we're going to be able to live forever and ever, man. Go ahead.
Now, Romans 9:23 again, and it reads, and that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which he had afore prepared unto glory. It's like I'm not the best reader sometimes. Now, one of these definitions is the kingly majesty of the Messiah. We just went over this one. The kingly majesty which belongs to him as supreme ruler, majesty in the sense of absolute perfection of the deity through those new bodies of the angels, those celestial bodies. And it reads, of what condition with Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, the Father in heaven, to which Hamashiach was raised after he had achieved his work on earth, because we're going to be just like him, many Yahweh Shais, the glorious condition of the blessedness into which is appointed and promised to true. We'll replace that word Israelites, because the apostles were first called Christians in Antioch, Acts 11:26, followers of the anointed, and promise that true Israelites, the elect, the remnant, shall enter after their Savior's return from heaven, which we're looking to get. And those celestial bodies is one of the blessings, part of our glory, of the latter house. This is 1 Corinthians 15:40. There are also celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial, but the glory of the celestial is one, those new bodies, and the glory of the terrestrial another. Let me get a precept real quick. 1 Corinthians 5. Come on, computer. Yeah, 1 Corinthians 5 real quick. Any precepts in the comment board? Let me get this one next. 1 Corinthians 5. Come on, computer. Come on, move. Slack you. Might be second. Just reading it earlier. Come on. I think it's first. This computer is tripping lately. Yeah, 2 Corinthians 5. I'll just get it right here. It's moving slow. 2 Corinthians 5, and it reads, For we know that if our earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved, we have a building of the Most High, and house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens, because this body is just a house for our spirit, like the Apostle Gabar said, in a lesson about a month ago, For in this we groan earnestly, desiring to be clothed upon with our house, which is from heaven, And that house that's from heaven is talking about those celestial bodies. There are also celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial, what we're living in right now, these chains of darkness. But the glory of the celestial is one, and the glory of the terrestrial another. Part of the glory of the terrestrial is you can eat, you can have sex. The angels don't eat, they don't reproduce, There is one glory of the sun, and then the glory. I'll skip this one right here. Let's go right to the point. Let's go to 54. Let me pull this up. Let me get 54 on down. You got anything, bro?
No, go ahead. I'm actually looking for
okay.
something.
So let me go to 44 on down. Yeah. So 1 Corinthians 15 and 44, it is sown a natural body. It is raised up a spiritual body. There's a natural body, what you're living in right now, and there is a spiritual body, that house from heaven, that house from the heaven. Talking about that new body, that we're desiring to receive, man. And so it is written, the first Adam was made a living soul. The last Adam was made a quickening spirit. That's talking about our Lord Yahweh Shai, And that's the only way you're going to be able to receive that spiritual body, because you're going to have to go through the straight gate and meet Yahweh Shai in the form of, you being one of the elect, or he's going to send the ICBM missile, man, and you're going to be reborn in the kingdom. But that all comes through Yahweh Shai,
Sure.
1 Corinthians 15 and 46, howbeit that was not first, which is spiritual, but that which is natural, but afterward that which is spiritual. The first man is of the earthy, Gabar Dama, The second man, talking about Yahweh Shai, is the Lord from heaven. As is the earthy, so are they also which are earthy, and is the heavenly, such are they also that are heavenly. Just the point right here. As we have borne the image of the earthy, we shall also bear the image of the heavenly. We're going to be just like Yahweh Shai, man.
Right.
That's what we're desiring to get, man. Now, this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Shai, neither doth corruption inherit incorruption. Let me get this real quick. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed, which is what you were reading over there in Philippians, 1 Corinthians 15 and 52, in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the last trump shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. And you have certain men who don't believe this, man. They don't believe in the scriptures, man. They don't believe in spiritual power. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. And part of that glory is Esau Edom getting out of the way, man, because he is his death. This is a precept by the brother Azariah. It's beautiful right here. Let me get this real quick. 2 Corinthians 4 and 7, but we have this treasure in earthen vessels, that the excellency of the power may be of Yahweh Bashim Shai and not of us, because victory comes through Yahweh Shai. Now, if you go into this word celestial, It goes into, existing in heaven, the heavenly reigns, heaven itself of heavenly origin or nature, the heavens of the clouds, having the same type of body that angels have, man. Get some of these windows out of the way. Let's go into
Got a quick precept.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Second Ezra 2, and we go from 42 because you was talking about the body, corruption must put on incorruption and all that, So going into Second Ezra 2 and 42, and it says, I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua with songs. And in the midst of them there was a young man of high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. And that's going into Yahushua, the one that's setting the crowns upon their heads. It says, so I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal clothing, and have confessed the name of Yahweh. Now are they crowned and receive palms. Going into, like you was just saying, that that corruption must be putting on incorruption. We went from us being mortal thinkers and being wicked to now walking in the spirit, now walking holy, and that's what's going to give us them crowns on our heads. Us, what does it tell you in Romans 12, that you want to be transformed in the mind. You're no longer walking in the ways of the society. Now you're walking in the ways and the steps of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right. And then it says, Then said I unto the angel, What young person is it that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered, and said unto me, It is the Son of Yahweh, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood stiffly for the name of the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Then the angel said unto me, Go thy way and tell my people what manner of things and how great wonders of the Lord that power thou hast seen. But that's what you want to do. You want to put on.
Got a precept for you.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, bro. I had a precept for you to back up that point you just made in that whole chapter, which goes into the crowning ceremony. 2 Timothy 4:8, and it reads, henceforth, I'll pull this up on the screen so Akim, Akwat, those tuning in can see. Get a little drink.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
I had this ice water, man. It almost melted. Had the big old chunk of ice in it, man. Lock it. This is 2 Timothy. Yeah, 2 Timothy 4:8, and it reads, henceforth there, Slakia, is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me that day, and not to me only, but unto all them that love his appearing. Now, if you go into this word crown, it goes into, just let him say it.
Strong's G 4735, Stephanos.
Yep. And just thinking of this word as far as the Strong's, it reminds me of Stephen, who was thrown in the book of Acts. And what did he see? He saw the Lord standing upon the right hand of the Heavenly Father. He saw heaven opened up, man. And what he asked, still while getting stoned, hey, have mercy on him, basically. You know what I'm saying? Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you perfect.
2 Timothy 4:8, and reads, henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord Yahushua, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day. What day? On crowning day. Adon Rathazah, Yahweh Rathazah, you're of that number. And not to me only, but unto all them also that love his appearing, which that chapter goes into. Ezra, the second chapter. Now, this word crown, Stephanos, a crown, a mark of royal or in general exalted rank.
Beautiful.
The wreath or garland, which was given as a prize to victors in public games. Metaphorically, the eternal blessedness in which will be given as a prize to genuine servants of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai and Hamashiach, the crown wreath, which is a reward of the righteousness. Now, let me get this real quick. Slack it. Yep. I'll just get this one. This is Isaiah 62. Yep. And 3. Thou shalt also be a crown of glory in the hand of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, and a royal diadem in the hand of thy power, which the elect and the remnant are also going to get as well. That's in the Apocrypha. Let me get.
I got a quick precept while you're bringing that out. This is First Peter 2:9. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who has called you out of darkness into the marvelous light, which in time past were not a people, but are now the people of Yahweh, which had not obtained mercy, but now have obtained mercy. You know, going into that royal, royalty and rulership, true rulership. Go ahead, bring that out.
I'm looking for it.
Oh, Salaki.
Let's see. Oh man, pull it up right here. Slacky. I may have to get it off my phone.
Which one are you looking for?
What? I hate when that happens. I think it's Baruch. It might not be Baruch. It might be. Let's see. Yep, this is Baruch 5:1, and it reads. I'll just pull it up on the screen so I can see. I had a feeling it was Baruch, but I don't want to be on the screen chasing around precepts. You know when that happens, man. It all happens to all of us, man. Every now and then, can't find what we're looking for. Baruch. I had a feeling it was Baruch 5, but I don't want to miscall it. I don't want to miscall the play. Now my computer's tripping. Have me misspelling words and whatnot. This is Baruch 5. Now it just goes to 1. Come on, computer. Computer got demons on it. This is Baruch 5:1. And it reads, "Put off, O Jerusalem, the garment of mourning and affliction," which you can read in the book of Isaiah, the 61st chapter, and put on the comeliness of the glory that cometh from Yahweh Bashim Yahshai forever. You want to get Daniel 7, and the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom.
I actually had that in. Beautiful.
Let's get all the meat off the chicken bone. This is Baruch 5:2, and it reads, "Cast about thee a double garment of the righteousness." Cast about thee a double garment of the righteousness which cometh from Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, and set a diadem on thine head of the glory of the everlasting, which was just brought out in the book of Isaiah, the 62nd chapter. Now, if you go into this word diadem, just real quick, it's the same thing that's said right here. A wreath or garland which was given as a prized slakia. Metaphorically, it's I'll just get it right here. Diadem, the authority or dignity symbolized of a diadem. Slakia. Diadem. Let's get it right here from Wikipedia. And it reads, a type of crown, specifically an ornamental headband worn by monarchs and others as a badge of royalty, which we are, and that's that crown, But the first crown you're going to get is this wisdom that's talked about in the book of Sirach. Since I'm in the Apocrypha, let's just get there real quick. Sirach 1, and it reads, it says, the fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom. Sirach 1 and 14, to fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Let's see, it's lucky. It might be 18. Yep. The fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom, making peace and perfect health to flourish, both which are the gifts of Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai, and enlargeth their rejoicing that love him. Perfectly matching up with, 2 Timothy 4 and 8. Henceforth, there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, a diadem, which the Lord Yahweh Shai, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them that also love his appearing, those that fear him,
That's right.
Let me get one more of these.
7 real quick.
Con.
This is Daniel 7 and 18. But the saints of the Most High, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
Yep. And part of our blessings, we'll just go through this real quick. Isaiah, the 60th chapter. I'll pull this up on the screen so brothers can see. Akim, Akwath can see. Isaiah, the 60th chapter, and we'll start with 10. And it reads, you want to get a Tobit 13, I think it's about 16 to 17. For Jerusalem shall be built up. Yeah, we'll get into Revelation. We can go into Revelation as well, And it reads, Isaiah 60 and 10, and it reads, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls. We're not going to be doing any of the building, man. So, like in this kingdom, you have, in the state where I stay at, you have mostly Issachar and Zebulun building everything, man. The northern kingdom, from Guatemala down to Panama, and the so-called Mexicans, building everything, with sprinkles of, Judah, Levi and Benjamin, here and there, among the working crews, but it's mostly the northern kingdom, man. Same thing you have in Northern California. You have them, tending to the vineyards, and not reaping the rewards. That's a part of the curses. But those curses are going to be reversed and put in our enemies, and they're going to be the ones building everything, man. Isaiah 60 and 10, and the sons of strangers, the heathen, shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor I had mercy on thee. Let me get this real quick. Psalms 2 and 8. Because a part of our glory is having these heathen in subjection and for possessions. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. Psalms 2 and 8, and it reads, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. And that's what we're patiently waiting on, man. Psalms 2 and 9, and it reads, thou shalt break them with a rod of iron, thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel, in righteousness. And it says this in the New Testament, in the book of Revelation as well, for those who just think it's in the Old Testament, those who are new, the Lord is with it. Isaiah 60 and 10, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor I had mercy on thee. That's possessive right there, on thee. Talking about Yasha Allah, the princes of power, the sons of the promise. Isaiah 60 and 11. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually. And that's not happening over there in Jerusalem. They shut their gates because of the C-O-V to the I to the DZ for Shizi. It's like it. Isaiah 60 and 11. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day or night, but they shut their gates. There's still people bombing over there. They're having war. There's weapons of war. There's people getting ready to launch nukes at them. They're getting ready to be, fulfilling the prophecy of the least of the flock, drawing them out. Drawing who out? America, Babylon the Great, to be destroyed. And Jerusalem's going to be replenished with that fire. that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, the heathen nations, and that their kings may be brought, because we're the real kings of the earth. We're the real royalty, you know? Isaiah 60 and 12. Come on, computer. For the nation and the kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish, yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. And it talks about those nations who don't come down and celebrate a certain high holy days, that they're not going to get any rain, man. You know? Isaiah 60 and 13. And it reads, the glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together, talking about nations of people, to beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious. You got that, Tobit, brother?
Yeah. This is Tobit 13 and where's it at? Let me grab it from 14. It says, hold on.
It might be 16, or you can start at 14.
Yeah. It says 16, for Jerusalem shall be built with sapphires and emeralds and precious stone, thy walls and towers and battlements with pure gold, and the streets of Jerusalem shall be paved with beryl and carbuncle and stones of Ophir, and all her streets shall say hallelujah, and they shall praise him, saying, blessed be Yahweh, which has extolled it forever. You know, going into how it's going to be built with just gemstones and gold, man.
And that's not what you look at when you see it when you look at pictures of Jerusalem, man. It looks just like Mount Seir, you know, pillars, you know, stone everywhere, you know, in the form of, you know, rock, you know, because who's occupying that land, you know? It says a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, man, you know, and that bastard is the Amalekites, man, you know, Ashdod being the coast of the Holy Land, you know. Let's just get that real quick. Might be Zach. I think it's Zephaniah 9.
I wanted to bring this out too real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm talking about how we're going to have kings. Genesis 35 and 10, and it says, and Yahweh said unto him, thy name is Jacob, thy name shall not be called anymore Jacob, but Israel shall be thy name. And he called his name Israel, and Yahweh said unto him, I am Yahweh Almighty, be fruitful and multiply. A nation and a company of nations shall be of thee, and kings shall come out of thy loins. You see, showing that we was going to have rulership, you know, kings is going to come out of the loins, you know, out of the 12 tribes and everything. You know, it was also said that in, I think it was Genesis, it was said unto Abraham also.
This is Zechariah 9 and 6. And this is also backed up with Ezekiel, the 36th chapter, you know. For the enemy has said against you, aha, even the ancient high places are ours. This is Zechariah 9 and 6. And it reads, and a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, talking about the Amalekites. And I will cut off the pride of the Philistines, you know. And Esau Edom is known as a prideful man, you know. The modern day, everything, you know, Babylonian, Egyptian, you know, Philistine, because who the Philistines come against? David, you know, and they were taken down. This is Isaiah 60 and 14. The sons also of them shall be afflicted. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. You know, this is Isaiah 60 and 16, and it reads, whereas, come on, Isaiah 60 and 15, Slack it, come on. My computer got demons on it now. Don't want to move. I get off my phone. It's like freezing. Internal air. Okay, whatever. So we got phones for. Slack it. Stay patient. It just gave me an internal error. It just like froze up, bro. I'll show you real quick. This computer's tripping, man. It's all good, bro. You know, just don't want the truth to come out. Through. The prince of the power of the air, right? You know? Isaiah 60 and 15. There's a reason I was like, hey, let's chill for a little minute. Let me let my phone charge, bro. Wow, now my phone's tripping. You want to get Isaiah 60 and 15 over there and there? Because now it's like my internet's tripping. Let me try to get it one more time. Let me see if it'll pull up one more again. Wow. Esau, man. It's doing the same thing on my phone. Wow, this is crazy. This dude's tripping, bro. Look at my phone. Look at the phone. The phone's doing the same thing. 501 internal. It's like internal error.
It said 50C1, a 501c3 charter.
Get an email from Nate in like 5 minutes. Look at this, man. This devil, man.
You got Isaiah 60 and 15, right?
It's a lot. The water, bro.
This is Isaiah 60 and 15, and it says, whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency, a joy of many generations.
Yep. You know, going into that blessedness we're gonna get, man. You know, what you were just reading about 2 or 3 minutes ago, you know?
Yep.
As far as kings coming out of the loins, you know?
That's right.
And it's not going to be any stop to it, man. You know, because our kingdom is going to be an eternal kingdom, which shall not be left to any other nation to partake of as far as rulership. Let me get Daniel, the 2nd chapter. Let me see if it'll let me pull it up. Let me switch my settings on my cell phone. This dude's tripping. LTE.
Let me read that 16 too.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Because I'm not getting. I'm finally getting some reception over here. Finally.
It says, thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and shalt suck the breast of kings, and thou shalt know that I, the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, am thy Savior and thy Redeemer and Mighty One of Jacob.
Yep. Because these kings are going to have to minister unto us in the form of they're going to be paying tribute. You know, they're going to be at the bottom, serfs. You know. That's
right. Matter of fact, I got something for that.
Like coming to America, he got his own money.
This is Isaiah 61, and I'll just start at the top. It's at 6, 5, and 6. But it says, the Spirit of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is upon me, because the Lord has anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. And what's the good tidings? The good news, this truth. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to them that are bound, to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and the day of vengeance of our power, to comfort all that mourn, to appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, and garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they might be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, that he might be glorified. And they shall build the old wastes, they shall raise up the former desolations, they shall repair the waste cities, the desolations of many generations. And strangers shall stand and feed your flocks, and the sons of the alien shall be your plowmen and your vine dressers. But ye shall be named the priests of the Lord. Men shall call you the ministers of Yahweh. Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and in their glory shall ye boast yourselves.
This is Daniel 2 and 44, and it reads, and in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, a kingdom, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, for other people to be on the same level playing field. It's going to be over when our Lord Yahweh Shai cracks the sky, you know? And that's what this ministry is all about. The coming of our Lord Yahweh Shai, and many things that come into play until he comes. Prophecy, the awakening, the gathering, the destruction, Esau, Edom being hurt and coming down with great wrath, the famine of the word, him looking to institute, his NWO, which will be confounded. The scriptures say Yahweh Bashim Yahshai disappoint the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. The real NWO, the real great reset, is the house of David, man. Daniel 2:44, and in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, and it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever, 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 ever. This is Amos 9:8, and it reads, behold, the eyes of Ahmawan Yahweh Bashim Yahshai are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. And the Lord is not slack concerning his promise. These words are faithful and true. That's why the scriptures say in the Apocrypha, speak in the ears of my people, the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. And every single one of these prophecies is going to hit, whether you believe or you don't believe, Saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord, Ahmawan Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, Amos 9:8, Amos 9:9. For lo, I will command and will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a sieve, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. Talking about the elect, and it's sifting season indeed. By those headlines that have been coming out all day, you know who you are, for those who've been getting those videos made about you, and there's going to be more that come out of the woodworks and profess themselves to be unbelievers, heaping disciples onto themselves, so on and so forth. And you're going to see more bug outs, more false doctrine. You're going to see dudes promoting the chip, who were just waxing strong a month ago, man. We're in those times, man. Amos 9:10. And it reads, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. Those are those men saying that you shall have no trouble. Jeremiah the 23rd chapter. You shall have peace and safety. That's not the right report. The sword, famine, death, and destruction is coming. This is Amos 9:11. And that day, what day? The last days, will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. As in the days of old. Haggai 2:9, real quick. The glory of this latter house shall be greater than of the former, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahshai of hosts. And in this place will I give peace, saith the Lord of hosts, the Lord of armies. The reason why it's going to be greater than the glory of the former house is because you're going to have eternal peace. You're going to have everything that you want in righteousness and forever to enjoy it. You're going to have the heathen in subjection, man. You're going to be able to tell Esau, Edom, get over there to that field and work, and if you don't work, I'm going to have Japhet, I'm going to have Moab, and I'm going to have Ammon put hands on you. It's the opposite way around now, They're giving the orders. We're at the bottom, Amos 9:12, and it reads that they may possess the remnant of Edom. That's part of our glory, man. That's a part of the glory of the house of David, which we're striving to be a part of, man, in all truth and sincerity, because if you're not of if you're not of the 1/3, you may come back in the kingdom after Esau, Edom's already done away with, man. You may come back and you just hear stories about how Esau, Edom was destroyed and how the first 1,000 years were, man. That's a scare. That's a horrible way to come back. You're still going to come back and be a king, but you get to miss out on a huge part of the fun. Seeing Esau, Edom destroyed, the crowning day, so on and so forth. You got something, brother?
Yeah, this is Isaiah 14:1. It says, "For the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai will have mercy on Jacob and will yet
Beautiful.
choose Israel and set them in their own land, and strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, and their people, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors."
They shall rule over their oppressors, man.
That's right. Tells you the
And
same
that's a part of our glory. That's a part of our inheritance, man. You know, servants and handmaids, Psalms 2:8, asking me, and I will give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, man.
That's right.
That's a part of the glory, baby. That's a part of the story. You know, for those that get offended, this isn't for you, man. You know, the scriptures say, Luke 19:27, those that don't want to have me reign over them, bring them hither and slay them before me. You know, and the elect, they want to have Yahushai, you know, reigning over them, and they want to be joint heirs. You know, and if you don't want that, then you're going to get it. You're just going to have to get that spirit of bitch assness purged out of you, man. You know, and pardon my Persian. It's just, you know, it's just gonna have to come out, you know, austere, man. Our Lord was all austere, man. Amos 9:12, that they may possess the remnant of Edom. And who is Edom? So-called white man, man. Idumea, Ishashua, waste away is he. You know, Edomites. That's your biblical nationality, man. Amos 9:12, that they may possess the remnant of Edom. The remnant of Edom. Like I said, the camps that we hold over here, the elect of slavery, you know, that's going to be the first crops, you know, of slavery, man. You know, the remnant of Edom as far as the top tier level elites, man, because all the Edomites are going to be slaves, but the remnant of Edom as far as the you know, the wicked elite, the banksters, you know, they're going to be the ones actually able to survive the nuclear destruction because they're going to be hidden in rocks and hidden in mountains and hidden in caves. And they're going to be dug out of them joints, man. Jeremiah 16:16, you know, Amos 9:2. I'll just get that since I'm in Amos 9. I'm going to finish this precept, finish the burger.
I got something for you real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Psalms 149:7, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
This honor, it's going to be an honor to, you know, take these Rothschilds, Rockefellers, you know, Elon Musk, you know, slap up Bill Gates a few times, slap his glasses off him, man, you know, put chains on him, you know, in righteousness, man. You know, we're not going to be doing any buck breaking. That's against the scriptures. That's homosexuality. You know, we're not going to be, you know, being reckless tyrants, you know, in rulership, man. You know, that's how you rule. You know, the scriptures say it in the book of Sirach, you know, the 10th chapter, as a ruler of a city, as so are his officers. And what does this man rule the city like? As far as Babylon the Great, like a complete tyrant, you know, like a complete buffoon, you know. That's why Solomon says he thought it was an error proceeded from the ruler, man. As far as when he's seen Esau, Edom in authority, it says that in the book of Ecclesiastes, the 10th chapter. I perceive this as an error from the ruler. Like, what the fuck? This nigga, you know, this nigga. My father had these dudes in chains and in garrisons, man. This dude's ruling over us. Oh, hell no, bro. You know, but prophecy had to be fulfilled, you know. This is Amos 9:12, that they may possess the remnant of Edom and all of the heathen which are called by my name, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that doeth this. You know, this is Amos 9:2, because you brought out Psalms 149. Come on, my computer. No, my computer's tripping.
My phone just died.
It's up.
My dumb ass.
Yeah, my phone. I get a few more precepts to wrap on up. This is Psalms. This is Psalms 122. I'll just read it from the screen because it's on the screen. Pull up the screen share so brothers can see. This is Psalms
right?
122 and 3. I can hear you, bro.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
This is Psalms 122 and 3, and it reads, Jerusalem is built as a city. Jerusalem is built as a city that is compact together, with precious stones, gold, sapphires, opal, so on and so forth, man. It's going to be a beautiful sight. Psalms 122 and 4, whether the tribes go up, the tribes of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, unto the testimony of Israel to give thanks unto the name of the Lord, his rank, his authority. It's like, oh, come on.
This damn devil, this devil's doing the same thing to me because my phone died and I'm trying to get precepts through the computer and it's saying the same thing. 500 external.
Nah, bro. It's just want me to close all tabs. This devil's tripping, bro. He's just trying to take over my computer right now because I clicked on the wrong things, trying to get me to open all sorts of shit. We'll wrap on up because this the prince of the power of the air. Either that, it'll shut down the live stream, make your screen go black. Make your lesson private after you do it. You gotta go through your. You gotta go in the desktop and search for it. This is Psalms 122 and 5, and it reads, "For there are set thrones of judgment, the thrones of the house of David," which we're looking to get. We're all jockeying for position.
That's right.
Psalms 122 and 4. I'm going to read it again. Whether the tribes go up, the tribes of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, into the testimony of Israel, to give thanks unto the name of the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, which we do through these, epistles, live at the altar at camp, live streams, live premieres, to feed the sheep of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and to edify and to build up the church, to give warning as well, to exhort, rebuke, all the above. Psalms 122 and 5, to prophesy, for there are set thrones of judgment, the thrones of the house of David. Let me get this real quick. You got a precept, bro? Bring it out.
Yeah, I had a precept going for talking about Esau. This is Psalms 109 and 9. It says, "Let his children be fatherless and his wife a widow. Let his children be continual vagabonds and beg. Let them seek their bread also out of their desolate places. Let the extortioner catch all that he has, and let the stranger spoil his labor. Let there be none to extend mercy unto him, neither let there be any to favor his fatherless children. Let his posterity be cut off, and in the generation following, let their name be blotted out. Let the iniquity of his fathers be remembered with the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and let not the sin of his mother be blotted out. Let them be before the Lord Yahweh continually, that he may cut off the memory of them from the earth." Going into the way he's going to be destroyed, man. You're never going to hear. He's going to be like what? Like a dream that passes away. Job 20. He's going to be like his own dung.
Yeah, I was going to get that. This is Job 20 and 29. This is the portion of a wicked man from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and the heritage appointed unto him by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And he shall, it's like it. Just let me pull it up now. Job, come on, man. Yep.
I'll bring this out while you're waiting. This is Isaiah 14 and 21. "Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord Yahweh."
Con. Yeah, it's just tripping. My phone's tripping, bro.
What you needed? Because I got a different.
Go ahead. It's all good. I'll get it. this precept real quick. Want to get Matthew 19 and 27,
Yeah,
and then 28. And I'll get a few more precepts. We'll wrap on up. While we're waiting for that, I'll get one of these precepts off the comment board real quick. Isaiah, this is the brother, Shadow of Thy Wings, out there in L.A., San Fernando Valley. Baba Kashaw, subscribe to these brothers. You know, these brothers are constantly putting in work. I actually had this. I was going to read this next. This is we'll get that off my page right here, because I already had that precept pulled up. This is John 5 and 22, and it reads, "For the Father judges no man, but hath committed all judgment unto the Son." You know, and we all shall appear before the judgment seat of Hamashiach Yahushua.
Right.
This is John 5 and 23, and it reads that all men should honor the Son as they honor the Father. He that honored not the Son honored not the Father which had sent them. You know, and it says that you know, he that believeth not in the name of the only begotten Son, you're condemned, man. You know, the book of John, the 3rd chapter.
Yep.
And if you go into that word name, it means his rank, his authority. You know, you have a lot of men who just think they can get to the Heavenly Father. You know, it's, you know, Yahweh only. Well, there's a mediator, there's an intercessor, you know, and that's the only way you can actually, you know, receive the Holy Spirit, you receive the full understanding, receive mercy, you know. It's through Yahweh, man, you know. The scriptures say all power in heaven and earth is given unto Yahweh, and he's to be reverenced. Let me get this real quick. I had it pulled up. This is James 1 and 12, and it reads, "Blessed is the man that endured temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord had promised to them that love him." You know, to them that love him, man, to those that love his appearing. 2 Timothy 4 and 8, "Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them also that love his appearing." This is 1 Peter 5 and 4. "And when the chief shepherd shall appear," shepherd with the capital S is talking about our Lord Yahweh, "ye shall receive a crown of glory that fadeth not away." And that's what we're doing this for, you know, laboring for that same penny, man, that same reward.
You froze?
No, I was just waiting for you to get the precept.
Oh, which one you wanted? The Matthew, right?
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, because I was looking up a different another precept too. So
It's all
like
good, bro.
19 27, it says that then answered Peter and said unto him, "Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore?" And Yahushua said unto them, "Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel."
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we're waiting for, man.
Yep.
Going to be in that whole spirit of ruling, 12,000 from each tribe, ruling the ruling body in the kingdom. This is what I was looking up. Where was it? Slovakia. If you got something, you can bring it out, because I'm over here still looking for it.
Let me get my computer, bro, my phone, they keep on, like, every other search, they'll do this 500, the same error that you're getting, bro.
I got lucky because I had another phone. I had my other phone that was fully charged.
Yeah,
so
man.
I've been using that. If you need me to bring something out, I can bring it out through this phone.
Get Wisdom of Solomon, the 6th chapter.
Yeah, I got you.
We'll get 1 through 3, and then 20, and then 21, I believe.
You said Wisdom of Solomon the 6th?
Come.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 1, it says, "Hear therefore, O ye kings, and understand, learn ye that be judges of the ends of the earth. Give
That be
ear."
judges of the ends of the earth, man. You know, hear, O ye that be kings, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, bro.
"Give ear, ye that rule the people, and glory in the multitude of nations. For power is given you of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and sovereignty from the highest, who shall try your works and search out your counsels.
Yep.
Because
And
ye
that's
ministers of his kingdom, ye have not judged aright, nor kept the law, nor walked after the counsel of Yahweh." Well, actually, that was the point, actually, at 3. Salakia.
yep. Yep. And how does Yahweh Bashim Yahshai try your works? Through trying you, man. You know, putting you through difficult situations, you know, trying your spirit, you know. That's what it says in the book of Sirach, you know, wisdom will try your spirit, you know.
Right. That's right. That's right. And if you forsake her, what? She do you dirty.
You want to get that? Sirach 4 and 16?
Yep, I
I
got you.
think it's about 16.
Yeah, it is.
My phone is like, bro, it keeps on giving me this bullshit. The same thing my computer's doing. 501, 500 error. And then when I try to click on something, it's just the same thing on my computer, man. 500 internal server error.
This is Ecclesiasticus 4 and yeah, I'll start it at 16.
Okay.
It says, "If a man commit herself unto her, he shall inherit her, and his generation shall hold her in possession. For at first she will walk with him by crooked ways, and bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with discipline, until she trust his soul and try him by her laws. Then will she return the straight way unto him, and comfort him, and show him her secrets. But if he go wrong, she will forsake him and give him over to his own ruin."
Yeah, reprobate
Observe,
spirit, you know.
yeah, let me finish that one off. "Observe the opportunity and beware of evil, and be not ashamed when it concerneth thy soul. For there is a shame that bringeth sin, and there is a shame which is glory and grace." Beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah, that was
You
that one.
Let's get Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 20, and we'll get whatever comes to mind after that. We'll wrap on out.
Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 20. "Therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. If your delight be then in thrones and scepters, O ye kings of the people, honor wisdom, that ye may reign forevermore."
Yep. And that's how this house is being built up. You want to get Proverbs 9 and 1 real quick, brother?
Got you.
And we'll go back to Wisdom of Solomon 6 and we'll wrap on up. And Thwada for tuning in. Slakia for the internet connection. You know,
Proverbs
500 errors, whatever the fuck he saw was putting on the screen. But Lord's will, you were edified and informed. You know, Lord's will, you found this lesson edifying. That's what it's all about.
You wanted Proverbs what?
9 and 1. Wisdom have built her.
Yeah,
Wisdom have built her house.
Proverbs 9 and 1. "Wisdom has built her house. She has hewn out her 7 pillars. She has killed her beasts. She has mingled her wine. She has also furnished her table. She has set forth her maidens. She crieth upon the highest places of the city. Whoso is simple, let him turn in hither. As for him that wanteth understanding, she saith to him, Come eat of my bread and drink of the wine which I have mingled. Forsake the foolish and live, and go in the way of understanding."
Woo! And that's what our forefather David was saying in the form of, you know, my cup overrunneth. You know, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, thou preparest me a table before my enemies. This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man, which is going to lead to you getting the kingdom. Also, it's going to be the stability of your times, you know, because you're not going to be bugged out like everybody else. You know, you're going to see a lot of bugged out shit, you know, before you get on them ships. You know, that's the title for a lesson right there. You're going to see a lot of bugged out ish before you get on them ships, man. You know, you're going to see a lot of death, you know, a lot of people, you know, in dire straits, You're gonna see them proud ass bitches who was on Instagram shaking ass, you know, be through, no makeup, stanky, nasty, you know. Those who mocked and scoffed, you know, came by the camp, you know, those Amalekites that go by the brother's camp right here that he holds out there in Jersey. You're gonna see them in dire straits, you know. The faces on our enemies, you know, when they're catching judgment, man. You're gonna walk by somebody that was just talking shit on the comment board, and you see them in 7 pieces because they're getting torn by wild beasts. You know, you're gonna see a lot of stuff, man. You know, the fear of the elect, man.
That's right.
Because it says, through great tribulation we shall enter into the kingdom. You know, through much tribulation.
That's right. Ain't nothing easy. Ain't no easy walk in the park.
God.
Yeah, but that's pretty much the point.
That's pretty much the point.
Yeah.
You see, that's pretty much the point over here as well. Let's get Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 20, and then 21 we'll wrap on up.
Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 20. Therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. If your delight be in thrones and scepters, O ye kings of the people, honor wisdom that ye may reign forevermore. As for wisdom, go ahead,
bro. No, go ahead, bro.
It says, as for wisdom, what she is and how she came up, I will tell you, and will not hide mysteries from you, but will seek her out from the beginning of her nativity, and bring the knowledge of her into light, and will not pass over the truth. Neither will I go with consuming envy, for such a man shall have no fellowship with wisdom. But the multitude of the wise is the welfare of the world, and a wise king is the upholding of people. Receive therefore instruction through my words, and it shall do you good.
Yep. And that word wisdom goes back to Sophia, you know.
That's right.
Which if you look up Sophia in the Strongs, it goes into wisdom, which is given to the godly, which is it's hidden from the ungodly, you know. And also it goes into, that's pretty much it.
Let me see.
You got any other precepts, bro?
Nah, I ain't got no precepts.
Yeah, that's pretty much it over here on my end. So Lord's will, you find the lesson edifying. And in closing, we'll turn to the east, give all praise, honor, and infinite glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahak Wadash. Give a double honors unto the head apostles of Great Millstone, who do rule well and teach well with sound doctrine. Shalom unto the elders and the elder bishops of Great Millstone as well. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings unto the hopeful elect, the men, women, and children, listening and learning from the servants and prophets of Yahweh Bashem Shai, and a hearty shalom to the sincere brethren, doing the work in truth and sincerity, spread across the four winds of the earth, giving diligence to make their calling and election sure. Shalom, shalom. And last but not least, a hearty shalom to the men of valor in the DTA camps, the first camps I learned from. And Lord's will, you're edified. And until next time, next live stream, next live premiere, shalom, DTA, wa, ababa. Soon. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. It wouldn't let me end the broadcast. It's giving me an error. This computer's tripping, bro. Yeah, this is crazy, bro.
You not plugged up to the plug?
This is crazy, bro. It just keeps on giving me an error. This is probably the internet over here, man. This is crazy.
Either the internet or
I'll show you what I'm looking at right now.
I know exactly what you're talking about because it was doing it on my phone. It was doing it on my computer too.
I try to hit in broadcast.
It kept saying
broadcast and shit.
Server error.
Yeah, bro. Bro. Yeah, this is Esau. It's just Esau being the prince of the power of the air, man. You know, he's tripping, man.
Yo, Esau be bugging for real. Did you dip off? You might have dipped off.